भोग ऐश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपहृत चेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धिः समाधो न विधीयते. Hello friends, this is the 44th shlok of the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and in today's video we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says Bhog Aishwarya Prasaktanam, which means attachment to the enjoyment of grandeur, Taya Aprahita Chetasam, which means traps their intellect. Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, which means in the intellect's effort towards self-realization, Samadhauna Vidhiyate, which means Samadhi or freedom is not attained. So, in the previous shlok, Shri Krishna told Arjun that a lot of people perform religious acts with the aspiration that those acts will bring them some merit, and therefore it will bring them either place in heaven or some material benefit in this universe itself. So, with that explained, now Shri Krishna over here is telling Arjun that those people who are performing those religious acts with the motivation of some material gain or a place in heaven, they are attached to the grandeur associated with the religious acts, and this traps their wisdom, and in the process they are not able to attain freedom from the bondage of this universe. So the whole point over here is that a religious act, which is when performed for some material benefit and not in the with the motivation to realize the truth, that act is not useful in freeing you from this universe. That act will also bind you down to this samsara. Now, what we have to understand over here is that why does this happen? Why is it that we get bogged down in these factors of religious acts not being motivated in the correct way? So this basically happens because we are attached to the fruits of the religious act, and because we are attached to the fruits of the religious act, we do not really think of the use of it beyond it, and when that happens, then it limits our understanding. And what then happens is that the symbols that are associated with the spiritual acts or religious acts are the ones which become more important to us rather than the truths by themselves. And so what happens is that instead of really understanding the deep teachings of the religions, we end up taking them literally, and we therefore start performing in a very dogmatic manner. I mean, this is true with all religions, it's just not one religion. The thing that has happened to all the religions is like that. You can see how the Puranic stories of Hinduism have been taken literally, and so people do not really understand their significance. Similar thing has happened to the stories of Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism also, that we have not really been able to understand the spiritual message, the underlying truth behind these stories, and we just take them literally. And when we take them literally, we become dogmatic. So the symbol becomes more important than the truth itself. The symbol which has been used to convey the truth takes the back burner while the symbol becomes important, and so we get stuck in the symbol itself, and then we start behaving in a stupid manner where we perform acts which we will not really perform, which are very illogical. As an example, you will see how the Muslim suicide bombers, they explode themselves in a very busy street just for the sake of attaining the Jannat. We have seen how in the history inquisitions were performed by the church, where people were tried for heresy and they were tortured pretty badly just because they were speaking in a manner which was against the teachings of Christianity. We have seen how in Hinduism widows used to burn themselves up on the pyre of the of the husband to attain a better afterlife. So all these acts that have been performed because of this misunderstanding of the truths and focus towards the symbols. Like we have discussed in the previous shloks, how Swarg in itself is just a symbol of enlightened living. It's not really some object somewhere where you live with pleasure, eating nice things and things like that. It's just a symbol to show how you live a peaceful life when you have realized the truth. So that's what actually happens. And so this situation where we end up performing these mindless acts based on the symbolisms and not really understanding the truth actually binds us down even further. And that's because we end up performing the actions which normally as an animal also will not really perform. For example, so many people get killed for religious wars. The other examples that I've given over where people are killed just for their beliefs. So these kind of things animals will not really do. But we as humans, focusing too much on the symbols, start doing it, and we do it again and again and again. And so we, by doing that, degrade ourselves to even lower than the animals, and in the process we end up uh, degrading our own existence in itself instead of really raising it up to divinity. So that is what Shri Krishna has mentioned over here. I hope I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I'll close this video. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care.